Hey guys. Today was good. Actually, today has been so freaking long. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this morning I got up at 7 rather than 6:30 because I needed the sleep because I think I went to bed at like 1:30 last night, something in there, 1:30, 1:45ish. I actually think I fell asleep at like 1:50ish, 1:45, 1:50, sometime between then. Anyway, then I thought I had to host a meeting. So rather than letting myself leave 5 minutes later than normal, or 5 minutes earlier, I ended up leaving 5 minutes later. Because normally I leave at 7:20. I was going to leave at 7:15, and I ended up leaving at 7:25. So, yeah, that was interesting. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss my meeting. But it's like 20 minutes long, so it's not like you can't just like walk in with 2 minutes left and you're good if you do that. Um, Fuzzy, little brown fuzzy. So I ended up getting there with plenty of time. I got there at 7:45, and the meeting starts at 7:50. But then I looked at my phone and I realized, oh yeah, we don't have a meeting today. Because we had gotten this reminder text from it saying, reminder, no meeting today. Meetings will start up again next week. So then I decided, I'm going to clean this up a little because I was eating a piece of toast with jam. And it was the jam from the very bottom of the jar, so it was much more watery, I guess, much more liquidy than the rest of it. And it had dripped on my left hand, so I switched hands, and it dripped on my right hand, and it was dripping off of my right hand onto my steering wheel and onto the horn. And it wasn't, like, massively bad, but I had a glob of jam, probably about this big, like, the size of these two fingers, on either of my hands, so, like, I had licked my left hand to get it off, just so then I wouldn't be spreading it everywhere. And then I switched back hands, and I had come to a stop, so then I licked my right hand. Oh, okay, you're gonna do that. Okay. So I have like a white stain on my fingers. But that's weird. Anyway, so came to a stop, took the paper towel I had with me, wrapped my toast in it. Like, not completely, but, like, the bottom of it so it would drip into the paper towel rather than on me. And, quickly wiped off what I could. And then turned and went to school. And by the time I got to school, I had plenty of time. I think I had 20 minutes before, class started. So I went in the bathroom, got a paper towel, got it wet, brought it up to the car, and just wiped everything down. Anyway, so then first period was good. We practiced with CPR again because I haven't had CPR since sophomore year, and I am certified in it. But you pretty much get recertified with every health class you take. So we did that, and then actually no, we had this tiny little like 10-question quiz, and then we did that, and then second period. We had a lab in. We swabbed cheek cells with a toothpick and then mixed it with this blue dye and then looked at it under a microscope. And each of us did that, and then you just drew out what you saw and answered a couple questions. And then third period, what did we do in third period? Oh, we were working on this thing with, radicals and exponents of them. We did a couple little, like, 5-question quizzes online, and then we got this worksheet to do, and yeah, we're doing little stuff. But then fourth period, peer tutoring. I actually got a free period because they were going up to the library to do some research for their first project. So they were up there doing that. I was up there looking through mystery books because that's the kind of books I like to read. and I found one that I wanted to check out. So I read the first 5 chapters of it, and then brought it up there. Because they're really little chapters. I think I was on, like, page 30 by the time I got to chapter 5. And then that was, like, 10 pages long. Before chapter 6. So anyway, that's pretty much been what I've done. And then, up until 4th period. And then I sat there and read. And then 5th period came, and we just watched this video about the Salem witch trials, and we had to answer these questions, and then we did this little, like, get to know your neighbor thing, where you went around the room, and we had, I think, 10 minutes to do it, and someone would fill in a block for something they did, or something they have, or have done. Like, on one of them, it said, owns a car. So a kid in my class named Trayson, filled it in his name and the kind of car he owns. He has a blue Mercedes. Yeah, and then at the very end of class, we just went around and everyone said something, and we all had to say something different. And then we got candy. We each got a little dum-dum. You know, the sucker, or dum-dum. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing today. Oh, no. That's pretty much what I did at school today. Then afterwards, Grace, Emma, and I decided to go ice skating over at the Icearium in Farragut. So we decided to kill time. We went to Goodwill, and we actually found a prom dress for Emma, because she's not really big on, like, long and frilly. So we actually pulled, I think, 5 or 6 dresses, and all except for, like, one of them looked really good, but the one that we wanted to get her, which was long, and it's pretty much the black version of my green dress, it was too small. It was I think, size 1, and she's normally, like, a 12, so, yeah, like, she got it up over the hips and the bust, but there was no capability of zipping the zipper. So, yeah. And then it was horrendous trying to get it off of her, just because, it wanted to stay on her hips, and it was stuck on her jeans. So, yeah. But anyway, we did end up fixing that, and then we found one that she really liked. It looks really good on her. It shows off a little cleavage, but not massive. It's about ankle length. It fits her really well. It looks really good on her. And then we went and killed time at her house. Then we went out to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings. Grace had never been there. She paid for mine and hers, and then Emma paid for herself. And then we went to the Icearium, where, again, Emma paid for the majority of herself, and then Grace paid for the 2 of us. We went ice skating for an hour and a half, and then I brought the girls home, and I came home, and I'm exhausted. It's like 11 o'clock. I am so freaking tired. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I've done today. And I guess I will just talk to you guys later. See ya.